So good morning. You will be doing yoga with sharing yoga. You will need 2 blocks. Kind of cool. And we will start. You're curling on your toes. So there are days, there are months, there are weeks where you feel lethargic and you're struggling. And this is part of the course of life when inertia gets to you. So this practice will be about building that energy. So your toes are flat and you are sitting buttocks to the heels. If this is uncomfortable, then both blocks right here. Right? Boom. Otherwise, we're getting our sinus passages right here. Arms up. Exhale out the nose. This is Kapalabhati breathing for extra energy. Use the stomach as a pump. And arms out. Good. We'll do that one more time. So yoga is amazing, but of course to have that union and that energy, we have to practice. So awesome that you're here and you're doing it. Discipline is so important and oftentimes fleeting. So good on you. You're right here. Good. So that clears out your nasal passages, because right on your feet, and in Hindi it's called your padas, but your toes right below them, metatarsals, you have sinus buildup. I'm just getting rid of that. And then we'll start by standing. Your belly is ziplocked like you're wearing a wetsuit, and we will standing meditation, which is a little bit more energizing. So inhale, root the feet down, all 4 corners of your feet, like you're drawing a square. We're doing a little geometry, you're right there. Inhale, arms up. Breathe. So Ashtha Tadasana, palms will be facing forward. Get a little bit of energy going. Getting ready for your practice. And exhale, arms by the side. So it's like taking an exam, you have to prepare for it. And same with yoga. But really, you can wear anything, practice anywhere. It's just about cultivating a little energy and healing in your body so then you can do everything you do just a little bit better. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands right into the heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands in the heart. So Ardha Surya Namaskar means half sun, so you get garner all the energy of the sun. This is the half of a half, right? Inhale as you rise. Exhale, ha. You're fogging the windshield. Inhale up, exhale out. Nice. And then we'll actually do the Ardha Surya Namaskar. So everything is sequentially building. So you are the master of your ship. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift, fold, and then rise up so that you garner as much energy as you need for your life, right? And rise up to really excel at your life. And it's okay to go through a stagnant period. And that's when we go through inward, because the outside world oftentimes does not fulfill us. And at this time in society, there's so many things going on that are a little bit disconcerting. So this yoga practice is an inward building of that light, that prana, that energy, so that there is a contentment regardless of the outside situation, which is always changing, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. But we can do these half sun salutations, helping with depression, arthritis, all these things that are maladies, or just general suffering, right? So what it does is it brings that solar power of the energy, movement of the sunset and sunrise. Also in a scientific, just stretching out your calves, right? Quads. And arms up, lats, nice. Now breathe, follow the heart right into the chest. Exhale it out. So you breathe more effectively, more oxygen, more life, right? Breathe out. Good, nice. And then we'll bring the arms above the head, interlock one of the wrists. I have my left hand on the right wrist. And then I'm gonna lean to the left. breathing into those kidneys. And inhale the center. Let's do the other side. Breathing into the side body. Elongate and exhale it out. Shoulders to the ears. Exhale, let it go. Shoulder to the ears. Exhale, let it go. Nice. So what they call Surya, which means the sun, Surya Namaskar. So salutations to the sun, meaning mimicking the rising and the falling of the sun rising and setting. You're actually garnering that energy. Ziplock your belly as if you're wearing a wetsuit. And we'll do Surya Namaskar. A, sun, A's. It's just a plank, low plank. That's why I like to have these blocks. So the rotator cuffs are happy, healthy, whole. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you fold. Hands flat on the block. High push up, low, and upward face. I have my knees down. You can have them up. Exhale, downward face. 5 breaths. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Walk the feet forward. That was 3 breaths, but inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, and then hinge at the hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands on the heart. Now you don't need the blocks. It is an option. Where are you at today? Inhale, arms up. Exhale. You can use Ujjayi breathing in and out through the nose, deep in the throat. I like the ha breath because the cervical spine gets very tense from backpacks, worry, stress, driving, sitting, all these things that we do in our Western culture. High push up, low, elbows to the ribs, upward face. Exhale, downward face. Heels down. Press the heels down. Breathe into the spine. Walk the feet forward. You can hold these as much or as little as possible. Breathe. You find yourself winded? Breathe in. Exhale. Settle the bones with the breath. Inhale, rise up. Dedicate your practice for whatever it is you're wanting to bring in, what brought you to your mat. High to low, upward. And then child pose if you need to rest, what they call balasana. Otherwise, downward facing dog, moving on to Surya Namaskar B. So you add warrior poses, adding a little more punch. 45, 90, 45 back, 90 front, arms up. Breathe. Settling into your strong warrior pose. So W-A-R-R-I-O-R, right? A warrior, not a worrier. Good. Exhale, hands on the heart. And chair pose. Right? Inhale, mount. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Well, we're going to immediately bring our left foot back. We do one side to another so we can be balanced. Inhale, arms up. So there may be chaos, which is the natural order of things in the world, right? And then we have to use our energy to make it make sense, to connect the dots. Exhale, hands in the heart. Watch the stars at night, right? Is that Orion's belt? To connect what looks like chaos and make it make sense. Yes, chair pose. Fold. And now high push up, low, upward. And then child. Breathe. Rest, renew, restore. Anytime your little heart wants it. We'll do a couple cats. This is a dog for back issues. If you happen to have them, this is one of the best postures if you want to nail that. Good. And then we'll come back to our warrior 1. And then add a warrior 2. Reverse. Windmill it. Boom. Chair. Heart. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse. Windmill. Chair. Now let's do that a couple of times to get yourself all fired up. And lethargy to gone. Warrior 1, warrior 2, reverse, windmill, chair, other side. Warrior 1, warrior 2, reverse, windmill, chair. Warrior 1, so they call this Virabhadasana 1. Virabhadasana 2. Reverse, windmill, chair, or Utkatasana. Inhale, warrior 1. Virabhadasana 2. Reverse, chair. Nice. Other ways to move creatively without 1,000 low push-ups. We want to grind our joints. We want to bring oxygen in and heal them. Right leg up and down, toning the abs. But also, boom, warrior 3, warrior 1, warrior 2, reverse, side angle, reverse, chair, boom, flow and go. And object in motion will stay in motion, right? It's easier, and that's the principles of this set. Down, up. It's not a lot of stop, start, stop, start. It's more flow. Warrior 1, warrior 2, reverse, side angle, ooh, chair. Good. We'll move on to crescent. And crescent is at both feet in the same direction. Up, down, up. Warrior 3, then on the ball of the back foot, arms up. So like I don't know why they call it crescent, but they do, hands in the heart, prayer twist. Boom, arms up. And other side, lift, lower, and crescent, arms up and down, and prayer, detoxing twist, arms up. Now, doing a balance posture, right, Vrikshasana, aka tree. Don't run from learning another language. Each syllable in Sanskrit has wonderful healing properties. It's a very old language. So why not embrace that? And if not, just do the yoga. Breathe it in, take what you need, leave what you don't. Breathe it in, breathe it out. And again, lift, lower, lift. So right here, if that's your tree, never put in the inside of your knee or meniscus. They're very, very fragile, right? It's a very small joint in comparison to the bulk of a long body, right? Never put pressure on them. Nice. Good. And then we'll just circle the knee joints, synovial fluid, let it go. Going. Nice. And then fold down, we're going to slip our hands underneath our feet, like little shovels, spatulas. If you can, bend your knees, it will make it easier. So it takes the tension out of the neck, shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale. Bellissima. Beautiful. I push up. And then side plank. Vastisthasana. Boom. Boom. Nice. And then we're just going to come lying down. So really important is back bends. Why are back bends important? They heat the body in the middle of winter. And it's been a long, cold winter. I don't care where you live. It has been arduous, struggling winter. So we sprinkle the back bends in for optimum health, right? So, seal pose. You know how the seals are up at the ocean. Exhale it down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it down. Good. And then the feet alternate. So we're preparing for Dhanurasana, helps the digestive system. Really, really, really good. Nice. And we're going to pump the feet up, let them go. Pump the feet up, let them go. Right hand, right foot. Boom. And then we can roll onto our side. And the other side. So getting into those tight thighs. Lift up, lift down. Lift up, lift down. You can grab the pant leg or the foot or a thigh. Good. And let it go. Try it again. Lift it up and down like you're a skydiver. Good. Now, if you can get a hold of right underneath the toes, ankles, or pant leg, flex the feet, dorsal flex and lift. Breathe. I don't care how high you go up. It's pressing the abdominal cavity down, lifting up. Very good for the rotators. And nice. Good. Lift and lower. And this is very easy. It's a variation of Shalabhasana, locust pose. In another variation of skydivers, lock the legs, lift the arms, and fly. You're flying. See? Good. And let it go. One cheek, toes together, heels out. And this is really nice, just what they call Advasana, resting on your belly, letting the neck muscles rest. Other side. Lift up. And then we're going to come curl the toes. I love this for camel pose, which then will work on your thyroid, parathyroid, giving that nice, happy, healthy boost for your whole body, right? And I like this if you're tight, you have tight hips, your low back, hands on the low back, you have low back issues, sit this one out. You are the captain of your ship, which is your body, right? Hands on down, and the head back, inhale it up. Nice. Once in a while the knees get cranky. This is for your knees. Right, we're going to come Supta Vidrasana all the way back. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Inhale, come on up. And the pial de resistance. Okay, what they call is Navasana. When we have core strength, we can protect the low back and you have a lot of energy. They call it the Manipura chakra of fire, the Nike ad of just do it when you don't want to. Like this morning I was, you take a nice hot bath and then you're like, okay, we can do this. You know, whatever it takes to get out of that. Navasana, hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep holding 5, 6. And to make it harder, if you want, legs up, legs down, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 20, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and hold on 7. Soles of the feet together, what they call cobbler's pose. And you will notice if you haven't done this in a while, the inner groin muscle is tight, open the feet like a book, and that's fine. Yoga is very humbling. Being an athlete is very humbling because it's not like a science formula or a math formula that's always going to work. Well, they don't always work, but you plug in the numbers, you have the formula, you're guaranteed a certain answer. Well, the body is sometimes very intelligent, and sometimes it's very like a low tide, run down from under or over you. So we have to be mindful of that when we practice a sport or even yoga. What you could do one day may vary for what you could do the next, especially if your practice has been off. Bend that knee. This is where we're going. So called Jani Shushasana, helps with the kidneys and also your liver. You're compressing the internal organs. So it's very good for insulin regulation, for diabetes. Of course, a very good diet. And, you know, there's not one size fits all. It's just culmination of everything together, really good for your body. So forehead to the knee. Because assume you are inflexible, no matter how flexible you are. And then when you're ready, forehead to knee, and then you can straighten or not. You can massage your foot here, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Good. And then we will switch sides, and I will get to, I think I will have exactly 20 minutes, and that's when YouTube does 2 separate channels, 2 separate video slides, which I wouldn't want to watch 2 separate. So inhale up, bend that knee. See how I'm bending it excessively? Yeah. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale it up. So I had a week off, right? So my body is feeling that. Toes, breathe in, breathe out. You can hold these as long as you want. And then we'll just do my favorite. We'll do a little supported bridge. Chill out. Breathe in. Breathe out, letting the organs. This gives you lots of energy if you have any fatigue. And then from here, make sure you have a sturdy block. You can come into a little inversion, get some energy going. And boom, boom. And then you're easily in an inversion without any weight on your neck. And we will hold this for a little bit so you have a little more energy. You feel really vibrant. Bring the legs down. And then we will bring both blocks. This is why Blocks are a must investment. They're not that expensive. And you can practice anything. Hand on the heart, hand on the belly. Like this. Close your eyes. And understanding Hawkins' theory, we are all interconnected. So doing the most good, since we are all interconnected in this planet that we can, we are running out of time to do the most good. So I'm offering this for free. Please like, subscribe so that it keeps going. But use this good energy to do some, what they call seva, S-E-V-A, so do some good works without expectation of reward, but just to clear up the slate of that endless taking and to give back. It's definitely the point of healing the mind-body connection is we are more useful, we're more vibrant, we have more to give on this planet versus the cultural norm, which is taking. Want to give back whatever it is that you can. Hands in the heart, hands in the forehead. May you have an awesome week. Thank you. Goodbye.